This is the Tom McConnell Show on the Voice of Niagara, News Talk 610 CKTV.
But that's because I had an incident. I once shoplifted something. It was a personal item.
Lately on the program, my producer Greg Campagna and myself have been talking about the recently departed Gilbert Gottfried. You may remember Gilbert Affleck. And Greg would do our Gilbert Gottfried imitations and talk back and forth. And you got me onto his podcast. And I love listening to his podcast because it's a real look back into especially old Hollywood. When a guest of ours reached out to me yesterday and said, Tom, I'm sure you've seen this clip, but I interviewed Gilbert Gottfried many years ago, and this clip lives on. And I'm like, I have never seen this clip before, to which you said, I watch it every day almost.
Almost. It's a household video. When we need a good chuckle, we turn that video on. Okay. I've always wondered about it. Now, I was just wondering.
I was shoplifting in the store. All right, joining us on the program to talk about that and her petition at change.org on a totally different subject, Karen Cumming. How are you?
I'm so good, and it's so good to be with you. And what a fantastic combination, Gilbert Gottfried and a petition about plastic packaging. I think he would get a good laugh out of that.
I think he would as well. What was the line before shoplifting?
Here we go.
It makes me laugh just to think about it. I was interviewing Gilbert in the back parking lot of CHTV in Hamilton. He had been on the morning show, and they asked me to take him down there and just do a little interview that they could run at noontime. And so I didn't know very much about Gilbert, so I just started off telling him, how challenging it must be to be so famous. There's nowhere you can go without being recognized or mobbed. You can't even go to Walmart without, somebody knowing who you are. And that's when he said that the last time he'd been at Walmart, he was arrested because there'd been an incident. He was caught shoplifting, and then he said it was a personal item. And as soon as I heard it was a personal item, it just set me off, and I couldn't stop laughing.
Your laugh, is that a typical version of your laugh, or is this? I would sound like, Karen, it sounds like that's a typical version of your laugh.
I've had this laugh for a very long time, and the people that I used to work with at CHTV, they were just so used to it that they just roll their eyes whenever it started. It sets me off when someone says something very unexpected or unusual, which, a comedian, that's what they do, and that's why it hit me the way that it hit me.
Your family, now your sister who you wrote the complete guide to long-term care in Ontario, does she have a similar laugh, or is this, our laughs are often like our signatures, unique. None of my kids laugh like me. I don't laugh like any of my brothers, etc. Our laugh is quite unique. So this is, I imagine, amongst your family and friends. Karen, this is a standout laugh.
Yeah, this laugh is unique to me. There's no question about it. Absolutely unique to me. It has stopped shows in the past. I once went to see Andrea Martin from SCTV. She had a one-woman show in Toronto, and I think she was doing her Edith Prickly character, and I just started to lose it, and she stopped the show.
And it's clearly not something like, this isn't embarrassing. You're not like, this is my laugh. What can I do?
You know what? I take delight in it. I think it's just... it's a conversation starter, put it that way.
All right. And in some cases, a stopper for a while.
In some cases, yes.
Some cases, it's a stopper just to make sure you recover and get your breath back. All right.
Absolutely.